afternoon, distinguished director, respected speakers, honored guests, partners, colleagues, and participants. My name is Fitri Farkia, and it is my pleasure to serve as your Master of Ceremony. Welcome to the SEAMOLEC 29th Anniversary webinar under the theme SEAMOLEC 29 Years Advancing Excellence in Open and Distance Learning. As this event is conducted online, we kindly invite all participants to prepare themselves in a respectful and attentive posture for the playing of Indonesia Raya, followed by Simeo Color. Thank you for your respect. Ladies and gentlemen, we now arrive at the core session of today's webinar, where we will explore SEAMOLEC strategic priority programs that continue to shape the future of open and distance learning. To guide us through the next 4 presentations and the discussion session, we are honored to have Mr. Dona Oktanari, Community Partnership and Marketing Publication Manager, as our moderator. Mr. Dona will facilitate the session and ensure a smooth and engaging discussion. Without further ado, I respectfully hand over the session to Mr. Dona Oktanari. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Fitri. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, respected speakers, and participants. It's a pleasure to moderate today's webinar as part of SEAMOLEC's 29th anniversary celebration under the theme SEAMOLEC 29 Years Advancing Excellence in Open and Distance Learning. In this main session, we will explore 4 strategic topics that represent SEAMOLEC's priority programs and future direction. Each speaker will have approximately 15 minutes for their presentation, followed by a question and answer session at the end. And we encourage all the participants to actively engage by submitting questions through question and answer link through the session. Let us begin with our first topic, leading innovation through SEAMOLEC flagship programs. The speaker will be Ibu Cahya Kusumarati, the director of SEAMOLEC. Innovation has always been at the heart of SEAMOLEC's transformation journey. Our flagship program reflects not only institutional strengths, but also our commitment to responding to evolving educational needs. It's my honor to invite Ibu Cahya Kusumarati, director of SEAMOLEC, who leads the strategic direction and overall implementation of SEAMOLEC's key initiative. Ibu Cahya, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Mas Dona. Can you hear my voice clearly?
Sure.
Okay, thank you
Great.
very much. Yeah, so distinguished policymaker, colleague, partners, and friends across Southeast Asia, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon. It is an honor to speak today as we celebrate SEAMOLEC's 29 years. For nearly 3 decades, SEAMOLEC has served as Southeast Asia regional hub for open and distance learning. Over these 29 years, we have witnessed tremendous change from early distance education models to online platforms to today's AI-enabled education system. Yet, one principle has remained constant. Education must expand opportunity equitably and sustainably. Today, as we approach our 30 years, we are not simply celebrating history, we are defining our next chapter, and the next chapter is embodied in our flagship program framework. Ladies and gentlemen, Southeast Asia stands as a strategic crossroad. We are experiencing persistent digital disparities, increasing demand for flexible and scalable learning systems, rapid AI and technological transformations, and also growing expectations for trusted digital credentials. Digital transformation is accelerating, but transformation without governance creates fragmentations. Expansion without equity creates exclusions. So after 29 years of experience, SEAMOLEC understands that sustainable digital educations require structure, standard, and also shared responsibility. So, ladies and gentlemen, over the years, SEAMOLEC has evolved from a provider of technical support into the regional hub for open and distance learning, a policy harmonizer and technical advisor, a convener of regional partnership, and a catalyst for inclusive digital innovations. Today, our role is to ensure that digital transformation across Southeast Asia is regionally aligned, quality assured, inclusive, and measurable. That's why we structured our work into 5 interconnected pillars. Our flagship program framework consists of harmonizing policy and standards, expanding access and inclusions, empowering educators for the futures, sustainable collaboration and resource mobilizations, as well as comprehensive ODL analytics through our MEL framework. Together, they form the operational architecture of SEAMOLEC's next strategic phase. Ladies and gentlemen, after nearly 3 decades of experience, we recognize that trust is foundational. Through ADSEN, or Advancing System for Credentialing, E-Learning, and Network Distant Educations, we want to strengthen the regional policy alignment, micro-credential recognition framework, mutual recognition mechanism, and quality assurance standard. This pillar ensures that digital credentials are credible, portable, and regionally trusted. We believe that policy alignment builds mobility and also quality assurance builds confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, equity has always been central to SEAMOLEC mandate, in Pillar 2. In this program, we expand access by deploying the SEAMOLEC Lite platform for low bandwidth environments, supporting distance learning high school frameworks, implementing remote island pilot initiative, supporting Indonesian schools abroad, and also strengthening alternative and non-formal pathways. We believe that access is not symbolic, it is operational, and digital transformations must reduce disparities, not widen them. And then in the next pillar, empowering educators for the futures, we believe that the most important investment in the past 29 years has been people. Educators remain at the center of transformations. Through Flexera, we offer flexible credentials for educator advancements. Through Create, we support institutional transformation through technology empowerment. Through Progress, we integrate research and global readiness. Through Codea, we prepare educators for coding and AI integrations. And through Nexel, we foster deep and open learning in STEM. We are strengthening education human resources across the regions. By 2029, we aim to certify at least 1,500 qualified ODL practitioners, but more importantly, we aim to build educators' confidence, competence, and leaderships. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next pillars about the sustainable collaborations, as SEAMOLEC matures institutionally, sustainability becomes critical. Building on our strong institutional support from the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, SEAMOLEC is enhancing structured and sustainable regional collaboration to ensure long-term impact and shared ownership across Southeast Asia. Through strategic grant partnership, joint regional initiative, and also diversified collaboration models, we are reinforcing our institutional resilience. Next is our last pillar about the comprehensive ODL analytics. After 29 years, we understand that credibility requires evidence. Through our monitoring, evaluation, and learning framework, we strengthen data system, analytics dashboard, annual impact reporting, and also evidence-based governance. We move from counting activities to measuring informations. Ladies and gentlemen, by 2029, we envision improved quality and recognitions of micro-credentials, expanded digital inclusions across Southeast Asia, digital fluent educators, stronger regional policy alignment, and also a sustainable innovation ecosystem. These outcomes are interconnected. Policy enables credibility, access enables equity, educators enable implementations, sustainability enables scale, and evidence enables governments. Together, they define systemic progress. Ladies and gentlemen, SEAMOLEC progress over the past 29 years will not have been possible without the strong and continued support of the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education's Republic of Indonesia. Their commitment provides the stable institutional foundation upon which we continue to expand regional collaboration and also innovations. As we celebrate 29 years, we do so not only with pride, but with responsibility. responsibility to ensure that the next decade of digital transformation in Southeast Asia is inclusive, collaborative, evidence-based, and regionally aligned. So as we approach our 30th anniversary, SEAMOLEC is not simply marking time. We are marking a transition from supporting digital educations to shape the regional architecture of digital educations. So the next chapter begins now. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Ibu Cahya, for the comprehensive and strategic overview. Your presentation clearly highlights how SEAMOLEC's flagship programs continue to evolve, strengthen regional collaboration, and advance excellence in open and distance learning. We now move to our second topic, expanding learning access through micro-credentials, with the speaker, Bapak Praitno, Deputy Director of Program SEAMOLEC. As the educational landscape shifts toward competency-based and flexible learning models, micro-credentials have become an important pathway to expand access and recognize skills. To elaborate on this initiative, it's my pleasure to invite Pak Praitno, Deputy Director of Program at SEAMOLEC. Pak Praitno, please proceed.
Thank you for the time, Pak Dona. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being with us here today. I'm going to address fundamental questions for Southeast Asia futures. How do we transform our 406 million working age populations into a globally competitive talent pool? The title asks, can adopting micro-credential expand Southeast Asia talent pool by 9 times? By the end of these presentations, I'll show you that this 9-time figure isn't just rhetoric, it is a reconceptualization of how we define talent in the digital age. Next. These presentations take you through 7 sections. We will start with Southeast Asia current talent landscape, demographic digital economy, and critical skill gaps. Then we will define micro-credentials and why they differ from traditional educations. Next, we will examine the current state in ASEAN, real data on awareness and adaptations. Then we will dive into the 9-time expansions calculations, the math and the logic behind that figure. Next, we will hear from the employees because they ultimately determine the value of any credentials. And finally, we will discuss implementation pathways and strategic recommendations for policymakers, institutions, employers, and learners. Next, let's begin with an affordable reality. ASEAN stands at the crossroads. Next, look at these numbers. 676 million populations, the third largest workforce market after China and India. 406 million are working age between 15 to 64 years old. Extraordinary demographic potential. But look at other side. ASEAN's digital economy is projected to reach $1 trillion US dollar by 2030, growing from $300 billion US dollar. This is a massive opportunity. However, we face a worrying skill mismatch. 60% of employees report difficulty finding talent with the right skill. 2/3 of youth lack digital skills. What does this mean? These workers lack social protections, legal workplace protections, and stable income. They're vulnerable and their economic mobility is limited. This is why micro-credential matter. They can reach groups that traditional higher educations cannot. Next, But how big is this gap really? Next presentation, please. But how big is this gap really? Look at tertiary education's enrollment data. Singapore reached nearly 100%. Malaysia is about 40%. But Indonesia, Philippines, and Vietnam, and Cambodia, Myanmar, all below 40%. On average, only 40% of ASEAN's working age populations has access to higher educations. That means 244 million working age adults without tertiary education. These 24 to 244 million people, that is almost 3 times Germany populations, and disparities aren't just between countries. They are between rich and poor. Poorest quintile less than 10% enrollment. Micro-credentials offer a scalable pathway for these left behind 60%, especially those in informal employment, rural areas, and lower socioeconomic groups facing barriers to formal educations. Next. So let's understand what is micro-credentials. Next, please. So according to the OECD, a micro-credential is a record of focused learning achievement, verifying what the learners know, understanding, or can do. Include assessment based on clearly defined standards and awarded by a trusted provider. There are 5 characteristics that define micro-credentials. The first one is short durations. It between weeks to months, not years. Typically, learners achieving this micro-credential during 3 until 6 months part-time. The second characteristic is targeted skill focus. It is specific and job-ready competencies aligned with employer needs. The third characteristic is transparent assessment. It is clear, validated evaluations. Fourth, it is stackable, can be combined into larger qualifications or degree. And finally, employer co-design. So look at these comparisons on the right side. During the degree, it needs 3 until 4 years to complete. Then it needs 3,000 US dollar, 30,000 until 85,000 US dollar to finish. Micro-credential need 3 until 6 months, less cost. It is about 200 until 2,000 US dollar, self-paced, and specific skills to support their job. This isn't replacing degree. Micro-credential isn't replacing a degree. It is an alternative or complementary pathways for those who cannot access traditional higher educations. Next, please. But does this actually work? Global data say yes. Over 70% of learners report positive career outcomes within 6 months. Completion rate is 89% far higher than traditional MOOCs at around 10%. LinkedIn data show 45% interview boost for certificate holders and retention rate of 25 until 60% versus 8 until 10% in the classroom settings. So it is shown that learning efficiency is 40 until 60% time savings, 25 until 60% retention improvement, 50 until 70% corporate training cost saving. This isn't an experiment. It is a proven model. Next, please. But what about ASEAN, Southeast Asia? Reality check. We still have a massive awareness gap. only 42.2% of students are aware of online micro-credentials. Myanmar leads at 62.2%, Vietnam 51.4%, Indonesia 45%. But most concerning is price sensitivity. 77.5% are only willing to pay under $100 US per course. Only 3.8% willing to pay over $300 US. So the opportunity says that institutional communications must improve. We need to bridge the gap between the aware and actions. Next, please. But there is another fundamental issue for the certificate provider, especially macro-credential quality assurance. Without quality assurance integrations, micro-credential will struggle for recognitions. Look at this maturity model. Level 1, full convergence, Malaysia. Malaysia Quality Framework 2.0 that already established in 2017 already includes micro-credentials. And level 2 until 4 partially converge, divergence or disruptive models elsewhere. Of course, ASEAN Qualification Reference Framework, only Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, and Thailand have completed referencing this ASEAN Quality Framework. 4 others countries are ongoing. 2 are still developing. So it come up with critical success factors like the transparency, recognitions, stackability, and portability. Next, please. So what you have been waiting, why it is 9 times expansion? Is it realistic? Let's look at the math. Total ASEAN working age population are 406 million. Currently with 40% tertiary enrollment. If micro-credential reach just 50% of non-degree holders, that means 120 million skilled workers. New talent pool is around 284 million. That is a 1.75 times expansions. But where is the 9 times? The 9 times is an aspirational vision. It's not just about the number, it's about reconceptualizing talent. It is recognized, the first one, informal workers, is around 70% with practical skill. The second one, mid-career professional needing reskilling. The third one, rural populations with limited education access. And the last one, gig economy workers requiring portable credentials. As researcher says, the true expansion is just numerical. It is conceptual recognition skill and competencies regardless of how they were acquired. So 9 times may be ambitious, but dramatic expansion is realistic if you redefine what the talent means. Next, please. But what the evidence says, Google Career Certification is around 1 million graduates since 2018. Coursera, generative AI is around 8 million plus enrollment in 2025. UK Institute of Coding is around 900K learners engaged. Every minute, 12 people sign up for the generative AI content. More importantly, ASEAN employers are already on board. In Indonesia, 97 says micro-credential strengthen applications. 97% higher micro-credential holders this year. 96% willing to offer high salary. 93% report cost saving. Compared to Thailand, it is 98% strengthened applications and more 95% higher. So for the scalability factors, mobile first delivery, affordable pricing, unlimited scale, rapid access. Micro-credential can be scaled. The proof is exists. Next, please. Let's deeper into employer perspective. Next, Indonesian lists Southeast Asia in micro-credential adaptations. 97% say micro-credential strengthen applications. 97% hide micro-credential holder this year. This number says that the salary impact is almost 97% employers willing to pay higher salary for micro-credential holders. Credit bearing micro-credential get 1.3% premium, and it is emphasized with the generative AI skills command even higher premiums. So for the key message to our employees or stakeholders, employers are allies, not barriers. They are already convinced with micro-credentials. So next, ASEAN opportunity leapfrog these traditional pathways, access global remote work, and gain competitive advantages. This is low-hanging fruit for ASEAN as this number shows. Next, please. So how do we implement these micro-credentials? Next. To integrate the micro-credential ecosystem, we propose 6 pillars. The first one is national framework. We integrate the micro-credential into national quality frameworks. Following the Malaysia quality framework. And the second one is industrial partnerships. It is co-designed curricula with employers like industries such as Google, IBM, Microsoft. The third one is digital infrastructures. We develop the mobile first platform compared to the website. Of course, it is reliable connectivity. And the fourth pillar is stackable pathways, that it is allow progressions from short course to certificate degrees. The fifth pillar is employer consortiums, formal hiring commitments from several companies. And lastly is subsidize the pricing. Government subsidize, employer sponsorships, income share agreements. 77% consumers say that must be under $100. This sixth pillar isn't optional. It is essential for the scale. Next. Of course, there are some barriers when we would like to implement the micro-credentials. We define some barriers such as the affordability, quality assurance gaps, employer skepticisms, digital divide, but most important is the cost of inactions. ASEAN digital GDP share stagnates at 8.5% with only 1.7 million digital jobs added. With coordinated macro-credential adaptations, aligned projections rise to 14% digital GDP and 3.5 million digital jobs. The stakes are extremely high. Next, let me summarize. Micro-credential represents a transformative opportunity for Southeast Asia, addressing skills gaps, expanding economic opportunity, and unlocking the potential of our 406 million working age populations. The 9-time expansions may be aspirational, but the evidence is clear. Micro-credentials can dramatically expand access to skill development beyond traditional education pathways. Success requires coordinated actions from the government, institutions, and employees to build quality framework, ensures recognitions, and create accessible pathways. And most importantly, the regions that move decisively will gain a significant competitive advantage in global digital economy. ASEAN can become a leader in micro-credential adaptations. We have demographics, employer buy-in, and digital infrastructures. What we need now is decisive actions. Thank you. I'm open for questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak Prayitno, for the insightful explanation. It is an evidence that micro-credentials provide practical and scalable solutions to support lifelong learning and workforce readiness. And before we proceed to our third topic, if you have any questions for the speakers, please feel free to submit them through the link displayed on the screen. Okay. Before we proceed to our third topic, if you have any question for the speakers, please feel free to submit them through the link displayed on the screen. Now we proceed to our third topic, empowering educators through SEAMOLEC training and capacity building programs, will delivered by Bapak Victor S.Y. Salabotano, the training manager of SEAMOLEC. Behind every successful learning system are empowered educators. To share SEAMOLEC initiative in strengthening educators' competencies, I would like to invite Pak Victor S.Y. Salabotano. Pak Victor, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Pak Dona. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining our webinar, SEAMOLEC 29th anniversary. So we will talk about our how SEAMOLEC support and also empower educators through our training programs. Yeah. Please, next, we can start. So in SEAMOLEC, we have training programs and also capacity building programs that we organize and run by SEAMOLEC and also by cooperation with our partners institution in Indonesia and Southeast Asia. So in this time, we will share to you about some of our programs this year and also our achievement from last year. So you can have like a overview about what is SEAMOLEC trainings and capacity building programs. Next. Yeah, about the mechanism of our training. So in SEAMOLEC trainings programs, we have three mechanism online training, which is we conduct by online and also with a regular schedule and with a customized program in cooperation with our partner institution. We have also face-to-face training, which we conduct in SEAMOLEC and also we conduct in partner institution. So in these three mechanisms of the training will be decided and also will be organized by SEAMOLEC training division and also in cooperation with our partner institution related to also our programs which we already heard before from the first speaker and also the second speaker. Next, please. Yes, for the online training program. So for the online training, every year we conduct regular online training program, which we conduct every month, monthly and also weekly. So almost every week from March to November, we conduct regular online training, which in this regular online training, we open for public. So we announce in our e-training platform and also in our social media. And to support our training participants, we also have an online tutorial for 3 days, yeah, and every day is for 3 hours. This to support our participants, so they can also have the confirmation and also they can ask any question they want to ask about the training materials that they access. And also we provide a week for the product or project completion. So this week, the second week is for the participants who wants to also get the certificate. So later we will talk about how the participant can get the certificate. Yes. Okay, next please. And in online training programs, so these programs actually designed to enhance the competencies of educators and educational personnel in utilization of educational technology, particularly in the open and distance learning field. So all the materials in our trainings actually to support the implementation of the good open and distance learning. For example, how to develop learning materials, digital contents, and how to apply in the learning management system, develop interactive learning media, and also to support the educators to make some innovation related to the technology-driven learning media. And since 2016, we already have our regular online training in large scale. So every year, between 8,000 to 10,000 participants in total, and maybe 70 or 80% of the total participants come from the online trainings. So in our online trainings, the first is we have a platform for the registration. So when the participants get the information from our social media or e-training platform, and they can access the link and then register to our e-training platform. And then later, they will also access the materials in our MOC and also join the online tutorial by Zoom every day with the schedule already published before. And then at the end, they will have around 1 week to submit their final project. So this final project will be assessed by our trainers and decide to issue the certificate for all the participants that complete their final project. Next, please. To support this our training program, particularly in online training program, we have some platforms that we use. The first is e-training. So you can see in the screen that we have also the link of our e-training, where you can also access the information for all of our training activities, and also if there are some new trainings for the next week or next month, they will be open, and then you can also register there. And also we have MOC. So you can see in the screen also our MOC. This is used for the access training materials for the running training online or running trainings, but also for some of you that want to get the open educational resources, you can also access some of them in this MOOCs, SEAMOLEC MOOCs. So these two of our platform that we use to support our training activities in SEAMOLEC. Next, please. So after online training, we have also face-to-face training. So what the difference between online trainings and face-to-face training? The first is face-to-face trainings is a training that we conduct in cooperation with our partner institution in answering or to provide the solution to answer and also respond to the challenge that faced by our partner institution. So all of the training activity in face-to-face will do in cooperation, not only by SEAMOLEC, but will the cooperation with the partner institution. That's why there are two options that it could be like run in also organized in SEAMOLEC, and also it could be run or organized in partner institution location. So the duration also almost same with the online trainings, because the first week is for the face-to-face training. We have at least 2 days, but ideally it's a 3 days training, so 3 full days, because all the materials will be delivered by the trainers on site directly to the participants. So this is a second difference, because in online training, the participants will do like self-paced learning. So they have to read the material, watch the video. But in this face-to-face, all the materials will be delivered by the trainers. So we will need more time. So that's why we need 2 or 3 days, for one training programs. And then after the face-to-face training, 3 days, sometimes more than 3 days. It depends on the materials and also the needs. The second week is the time for the participants to implement and also to develop their project. So the projects here is how they can develop and utilize their learning materials to be implement in their daily jobs. For example, for the teachers or lecturers, after they learn about how to develop, for example, interactive video, and then they will have 1 week to develop their own video based on the materials of subject matters, and then they will develop the real one that they can use in the classroom. That's for example, and then they will submit that to accomplish their trainings and to get the certificate. So the trainer will assess all the products or project completion that they submit in the trainings. So the mechanism is same for face-to-face training in SEAMOLEC and also face-to-face training in partner institution. We have some category in our course title. Actually, this is not the menu like the menu in the restaurant actually. So this is all our course. There are more than 20 courses in SEAMOLEC every year. So we develop some new courses in every year, and also we also updated the previous year courses. So we have some categories here. For example, for visual and creative design, we have creating effective learning infographics, storytelling with educational comics, fundamental principle of UI and UX. So all of this will be like customized to answering or to help our partner institution to provide solution and also to face the challenges that they have. Yeah. So for example, they have a target to equip their educators in one institution to face their next project, for example, to provide open and distance program, and then we will choose some of course materials here how to be like utilized later in their programs, so we can like tailor the materials from all of our course title. And these courses also we use in our regular online trainings. So for regular online trainings, we will conduct one training for one course. So every one course will be running in one trainings or one class. So no 2 or 3 trainings courses in one online training. So we only do one course for one online trainings. It's different with face-to-face. Yeah, face-to-face, because in cooperation with our partners, we need to also have a customized or tailored training materials. And next, please. The second category is interactive learning simulation. In this category, we provide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 courses that we offer to our participants, so they can like join our online training or also to be tailored in face-to-face training in help the educators to develop the interactive learning media and also simulation, in simulations practices. So for example, how they can utilize the augmented reality technology and using AR card for engagement learning, and also how they can develop also their 360 video and also develop digital learning experience with the VR technology. Yeah. And also in the universities, some universities that already also have a distance learning program, how can they develop gamification in online learning, or also to develop the media for the lecturers to put in their learning management system, for example, interactive video in web-based learning. So this one also we have one new courses, innovative teaching strategy with interactive flat panels. This to support our government, the Ministry of Education, to where the ministry already provide and distribute the interactive flat panels to schools, and we also provide one of our training course to support the teachers how to utilize the interactive flat panels, in the school. So this one of our new courses or new innovation this year, and we cooperate with also local government and also our partners from the Ministry of Education. Thank you. And the next category, we have also, next please. yes, technology integration and development. So in this category, this one how we support the educators to how they can develop the technology in their daily practice, for example, in teaching and learning, and for example, in our to support our partners in the higher education's level. We have also like now outcome-based education in online learning. So when they run their online or distance learning, they can also have the how to like apply or implement the outcome-based education. And also with the current needs now with AI, we also have our AI in the classroom course that's already like become the most participated or most participants in our trainings programs, especially last year, because we started the AI in the classroom last year, and then I think most of the participants come from this course, because this is how they can like utilize the generative AI in support teaching and learning. And also like computational thinking for mobile app development, landing page, interactive learning through social media, how they can like utilize social media to conduct the interactive learning and other training courses. Next, please. So in this also we have coding and artificial intelligence. This also to support our government and also the programs in the school. We have this program, and then in special for this category, we will do the cooperation with partner institution, especially for the local government or also the local education office, dinas pendidikan, and so we are welcome to all our partners or stakeholders in education who wants to like access these materials. We are open, and also please come to us or invite us. We can talk and discuss about how to implement this category to support these new programs. Thank you. Next. So certificate for both the face-to-face and online training only given to the participants who submitted, and also assessed by our trainer that they have rights to get the certificate. So the certificate or e-certificate will be accessed in our e-training programs. So only for the participants who complete the trainings and submit the final project or project completion. So this is our information about certificate. Next, please. So just in 2025, we have a total 12,000, more than 12,000 training participants in Southeast Asia. Mostly come from Indonesia because most of our programs also run or conduct in Bahasa Indonesia, but we also conduct the regional training programs and workshops in English. That's why we also have participants from online trainings and also face-to-face trainings from Southeast Asia countries. You can see in the pictures, and thanks for all of you also that might be also participate in our training program last year, and also this year we will conduct also the same programs to develop and also support the educators in utilize the technology. Thank you. Next. So we have also training of trainers. So for the participants who already complete and also assessed by our trainers, we select maybe 10 to 20 every year, and we invite them to join our training of trainers to support us in our online training and also face-to-face trainings in Indonesia. So we already run this for 3 years, and we hope that we can also invite more and more every year, so we can have also incorporate with our training alumni. Thank you. Next. So we have also assistance program for the institution. So if the training or online trainings for the individual, they can apply by themselves, but for the assistance program, this is special for partner institution. So for example, we have with our partners from Yasarini or Ardia Garini Foundation, we cooperate to develop Angkasa Open Classroom. It's for the open educational resources. And also with some university like University Negeri Yogyakarta, we support them with their online or distance learning program with their Bismarck, UNY, and also next please with our partner also from University Negeri Malang, for example, we support them in develop their also distance learning program with Sipejar UM and also with University Indonesia in 2018-2019. We collaborate to develop the first MOC prototype for the Emiri FKUI. So this is just an example of our cooperation with the partner institution in Indonesia. And also we have documentation here. This is the trainings. We have face-to-face trainings also because our mandate is for the to serve Southeast Asia. We have cooperation with the Ministry of Education in Timor-Leste. This is the pictures from the face-to-face training in Timor-Leste in Dili. Next, please. We have also some other documentation. This is this is for the Timor-Leste officers, from the Ministry of Education, but conducted in SEAMOLEC office, in Indonesia. So this example of our face-to-face training. Next, please. And also we have also with Indonesia with Dinas Pendidikan. This, for example, we support the Dinas Pendidikan Provinsi in their regular training program every year. We design together and also we support with the resource person and also materials. Next, please. Also, we have with Yayasan Ardia Garini. Yasarini, we have on-site training in the school that's selected. And also we have also, next please, online trainings, every year. And also in Brunei Darussalam, we have just last year, we training more than 400 teachers from Brunei Darussalam in cooperation with Brunei Darussalam Leadership and Teachers Academy. So thank you very much. This is for us, information from training division. Thank you, Pak Dona. Give you the floor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Pak Victor, for emphasizing the importance of continuous professional development. Your presentation reminds us that empowering educator is essential and for sustaining educational transformation. We also thank you to Pak Victor for sharing valuable information about the training programs. For those who are interested, please feel free to join our training sessions. We will be delighted to have you participate. We now move to our final presentation. After this, we have Pak Handi, Advancing the Digital Skills Through Coding and Artificial Intelligence Programs. The digital transformation requires strong digital competency, of course, particularly in coding and artificial intelligence. To present SEAMOLEC's initiative in this area, I'm pleased to invite Mr. Bapak Handi Pradana. Please, Bapak.
Thank you very much, Pak Dona. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar today. The last presentation, I am pleased to present Kodia, with standards coding for coding and AI for education advancements. This is our integrated for advancing digital skill through coding and artificial intelligence program, spanning from primary school all the way to the vocational education. And over the next 15 minutes, I hope they will share with you not just what a Korea, but why we believe it is essential for the future of education in our region. Okay, next please. Okay, the agenda for the 15-minute presentation. Let me quickly walk you through what we'll cover today. We will start by looking at the background and rationale. Why does coding and AI matter so urgently in education right now? Then I will share SEAMOLEC's mandate in the region and introduce Kodia program. What is how is structured and what is make unique. From there, we'll go to for our core 4 pillars of Kodia. And then examine is the Kodia program in detail. For the example, code A for primary school, code B for junior high school, and code C for senior and vocational school, and AI in the classroom for the teachers. We also look at our implementation principle, our partner network, our roadmap from 2025 until 2027, and close with 4 key takeaways. There will be time for question at the the end. Yeah. So please do hold your thought, and we will have a discussion. Okay. Next, please. Let's start with the why and the background. Yeah. Why does this matter? Yeah, the first and foremost, yeah, coding and artificial intelligence is now an official program of the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education of Republic of Indonesia. Yeah, this means that's why we are discussing today. Today is not just a pilot project or an academic exercise. Yeah, this is a national educational policy. Yeah. In the World Economic Forum's Future of Job Reports project, that around 85 million jobs globally will be displayed by automation. Yeah. While at the same time, yeah, new roles requiring digital and AI fluency will emerge rapidly. Yeah. This is not a distant future. This is it's happening now. Yeah. So research also show that around 59% of future careers will require some form of digital competencies. Yeah, whether that is data literacy, coding, or other ability to work alongside AI system. Yeah, and here in Southeast Asia, yeah, Indonesia is already the largest digital economy in the region. Yeah, which brings enormous potential, but no enormous responsibility to prepare our students. Yeah. Yet on the ground, yeah, the challenges are real. Yeah. The still not systematic level coding and curriculum that takes students from primary school through to vocational educational in coherent and connected way. And the teacher, yeah, are not yet equipped to integrate AI into their classroom practices. Yeah, and existing programs are fragmented. Yeah, they are not built to last. Yeah, and they are not built to scale. Yeah, Kodia was designed especially and urgently, yeah, to address the gaps, yeah, in alignment with the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education of Republic Indonesia. Okay, next. Before I explain Kodia itself, yeah, it is important to understand who is behind it and why. Yeah, SEAMOLEC, we serve 11 members countries across Southeast Asia. Yeah, and our core mandate to expand access to quality education through open and flexible learning. Yeah, we do this through for interconnected roles. Yeah, the first, our regional reach. Yeah, we work across borders, bringing research and program to countries, yeah, that need the most. Yeah. The second, research and development. Yeah, we don't just deliver program. Yeah, we develop new learning models grounded in evidence. Yeah. Korea is one of those models on program. And third, the digital capacity building. Yeah, how to we train the teacher and build system that can scale. This is center of Victor state. Yeah. And the fourth strategic partnership for Korea, yeah, we work closely with Universitas Terbuka, yeah, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, yeah, National Research of Indonesia, and Semiotics in Science to ensure that we will build the rigorous and policy relevant. Yeah. Kodia, yeah, is a natural extension of this program. Yeah, it's bring together our expertise in ODL with the urgent need for digital skill education. Next, please. So, what is exactly it's Kodia? Yeah, Kodia is an integrated learning framework that combines computational thinking, yeah, coding, and artificial intelligence in one cohesive ecosystem. Yeah. How to design as a graduate pathway from primary school all the way through to vocational high school. Yeah, the name is self-tells the story. Yeah, it's the letter represent a dimension of framework. Yeah, Kodia 4C. Yeah, computational thinking. Yeah, the foundation all of logical problem solving. Yeah, and all open and distance learning, how to deliver model that make it accessible. Yeah, and the digital literacy, how to the baseline competency we are building. Yeah, and education ecosystem. Yeah, because we are not just design course. Yeah. we are building system. Yeah, and A for AI for all levels. Yeah, because artificial intelligence is not just for university students. Yeah, it belongs every stage of learning. Yeah, and that is Kodia. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah, this Kodia is on 4 core pillars. Yeah, and it's one indispensable. Yeah, the first pillar is computational thinking. Yeah, before a student can code or use AI, they need to think computationally. Yeah, to decompose problem, recognize pattern, and design algorithms. Yeah, this is the foundation for Kodia. Yeah, and the second pillar is coding skills. Yeah, we take student on a journey. Yeah, from how to student learn block programming with tools like Scratch at the primary and junior level. Yeah, the try to learn Python and AI programming. Yeah, application development at the senior and vocational levels. And the third pillar is artificial intelligence. Yeah, that this is not just about knowing what is. It is about a practical AI literacy. Yeah, how the students learn to use AI tools. Yeah, understand how the models work and build then our AI powered project. Yeah, and the fourth pillar, yeah, which is often the most overlooked. Yeah, is the teacher capacity building. Yeah, no framework success without skills in confidence teacher. Yeah, we train educators to use AI tools for planning. Yeah, teacher and assessment. Yeah, this is 4 pillars work together. Remove one and the framework loss is integrity. Okay, next please. So let's walk through its code model, starting with code A. Yeah, how to design for primary school students. Yeah, code A takes what we call unplugged approach. Yeah, this means we introduce computational thinking without screens, without device. Yeah, through hands-on about how to and physical activity. The students use algorithm cards. Yeah, how to coloring and storyboard, board game and logic puzzle. They learn sequencing, pattern recognition, and problem decomposition. Yeah, not as abstract concept, but as fans. Yeah, tangible as experiences. The goal is not make a 6-year-olds into programs. Yeah, the goal is to develop the cognitive habits of a computational thinker. Yeah, how to logical, yeah, sequential, and how to do creative thinking. Yeah, before a screen ever enters the picture. And this foundation, yeah, makes everything else in the career pathway, yeah, more effective and more meaningful. Okay, next please. Okay, a student move into junior high school. Yeah, they enter code B. Yeah, where learning goes to digital. Yeah, code B introduces block programming through tools like Scratch, PyTorch, and Floeno. Yeah, students begin working with robotic sensor and basic AI concept like image and voice recognition. They build mini project, how the example, the animation, simple games, and develop their understanding of Boolean logic and fundamental algorithm. So then at the senior and vocational high school, students enter code C. Yeah, our most advanced model. Yeah, here students move into the next best text-based. Yeah, text-based with Python programming. They build actual AI models, how to classification, how to prediction of data. Yeah, how they work on real world projects, the example chatbots, image classification, data analysis tools, yeah, and the integrated API from platform like Google AI and OpenAI. By the end of Code C, yeah, students are not just consumers of AI technology, but here they are builders. Yeah, builders. The progression from Code A to code C is deliberate and coherence. Yeah, its level builds directly on the one before it. Okay, next. And now, for the code for AI in the classroom, this is now for model, and in many ways, the most is critical AI in the classroom, designed especially for the teacher and educators. We structure is this around 3 phases of teaching. How to plan, how to teach, and how to assess. In the planning phase, teachers learn to use AI generate lesson plans automatically. How to create differentiated learning content, and how to produce quizzes and assessment rubrics in minutes rather than hours. And the teach phase, teachers use AI of a classroom assistant, how to deploying chatbots, how to generating visual and multimedia content, and how to creating adaptive learning pathway that respond to individual students' needs. And in the assessment phase, AI how to help teachers analyze student assessment data, provide personalized feedback at scale, and generate real-time progress report. The key message here is this: AI should not replace teacher. AI should free teacher to do what only humans can do. Connect with students, inspire curiosity, and build character. Korea give teacher to the tools to make the possibles. Okay, next please. The slide visual what full Korea pathway looks like. And I think this perhaps the clearest way to understand what makes Korea difference. It is graduate journey. Code A build the cognitive foundation at primary school. Code B extended into digital tools and basic AI the junior level. And the code C advanced into Python programming and full AI development at the senior and vocational school. And AI in the classroom runs in parallel, supporting teacher at every stage. Its level is taller than the last, representing both increasing complexity and increasing capability. Most importantly, this is not a collection of separate program. It is a one connected ecosystem where every level speaks of the above and below it. That coherence of what makes Korea sustainable and scalable. Okay, next please. This is Korea is built on 6 implementation principles. And together, they define how and why it works. The first, graduated how to every model builds on the one before. There are no gaps, no repetition, and practice basis. How to students learning by doing. How to make a real project, how to make the real program, real problems, and real outcome. And the contextual, the curriculum is aligned with Indonesian national curriculum and adapted to local realities. And teach enable, Korea leverage SEAMOLEC expertise in open and distance learning to reach students and teachers wherever they are. And the inclusive, the framework is designed and to replicable across diverse schools context, including use with limited resources. And the sustainable, Korea is built not for a single cohort or a single year, but for long-term impact and policy relevance. This is a principle as not aspirational. This they are built into design of every component of Korea. Okay, next please. So let me now tell you about who is involved and what we expect to produce. On partner side, we are working with primary, junior, and senior vocational senior and vocational school across Bandung, Depok, and Jakarta as our pilot location. And our research partner with Universitas Terbuka, Universitas Pendidikan of Indonesia, National Research of Indonesia, and SEAMOLEC in Science. How to bring academic rigor and research capability to ensure that we develop is evidence-based. in our target span from primary school through vocational education across broad regular and vocational tracks. Yeah, and our teachers and educators receive intensive training in AI tools for the classroom. Because without teacher readiness is just document production. In terms of outputs, we will produce a complete learning model documentation for each level, how the lesson plans, worksheets, learning models, and students' outcome records, and audio integrated AI learning modules. So we will also produce implementation reports and policy recommendations. Because Kodia is designed not just to work in our partner schools, but to inform national and regional education policies. Okay, next please. So in our implementation roadmap spans 3 years, from 2025 to 2027 across 5 phases. In the first half of 2025, we are in the foundation phase. How do building the framework? How do identifying pilot schools and training our facilitator team? And the second half of 2025, we move to pilot, rolling out Code E in the primary school and launching AI in the classroom for teachers, followed by evaluation and module revision. In the first half of 2026, we entered the expansion phase, scaling Code B to 5 to junior high school, piloting Code C in senior and vocational school, and building our digital platform. The second half of 2026 is our scale up phase, how to replication across 5+ school, publishing research, and delivering policy brief to the ministry. And from 2027 and onwards, we aim to regional, expanding to other SEAMOLEC members country, releasing Korea as open courseware, and establishing us Korea competition certification. This is not a wish list. This is structures and resource plan. Okay, next slide, please. As we approach the end of our time together, let me leave with 4 key messages. The first, Kodia provides a systematic graduating framework that is integrated coding and AI from primary school to vocational education, and in one unified ecosystem. This is coherence is rare. And the second feature are the key actors. Kodia does not success without empower AI literacy teacher, and our investment in teacher capacity is not supplementary. It is central. And the third, grounded is SEAMOLEC's ODL mandate. Kodia is designed to be inclusive, replicable, and impactful of policy across Southeast Asia. We are not building this for Jakarta. We are building it for the region. And the fourth, strong the partnership, research partners with University Terbuka, UPI, and BRIN, and also SIKIS, ensure the Kodia is evidence-based and respond to real local and regional needs. In short, the Kodia is a serious structure and scalable, to real and urgent challenges. Okay, next please. Okay, together let's us build the inclusive and impactful digital education, for every student in every classroom across Southeast Asia. Kodia, coding and AI for education and advancement, is our commitment to making that vision real. Thank you very much for the time and attention today. Thank you. We will back up to Padma.
Thank you, Pak Handi, for the informative and forward-looking presentation. Your presentation clearly demonstrates how digital skills development through coding and artificial intelligence plays a vital role in preparing learners and also educators for the future. And ladies and gentlemen, with the With the completion of this presentation, we have now concluded all 4 sessions highlighting SEAMOLEC's priority programs covering innovation, expanded learning access, educator empowerment, and digital transformation. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all distinguished speakers for sharing their valuable insight with us today. And now we move to the question and answer session. Participants may submit their question through the link mentioned in the comment section. I will select several questions and direct them to our speakers accordingly. Okay, so are we already have question to our speakers? Okay, we can go to the next slide for the question. Okay, now we have question to Ibu Cahya. Ibu Cahya is still available here from, okay. Okay, this one. Okay, Ibu Cahya is still available. Please to the previous slide. Refresh slide, please. No. Okay, this one. Okay, this question from Nabil Rayhan. The question is, the SEAMOLEC Live profile is designed as low bandwidth and hybrid solution to address unequal digital access. From a pedagogical perspective, it is talking about pedagogical, how should teachers adapt their instructional design to leverage these features to maintain learning continuity in areas with severe infrastructure constraints? So this problem is about the pedagogical perspective. Please, Ibu Cahya.
Yeah, thank you, Mas Dona, yeah, and thank you for the questions also, Miss Nabil, yeah. So when we describe our SEAMOLEC Lite platform as a low bandwidth and hybrid, yeah, from our perspective, it is not only the technical feature, but yes, it's required pedagogical shift, yeah. As we know that in many underserved areas, yeah, learning happens primarily through mobile phones, not laptops, yeah. Therefore, teachers must move from replicating classroom teaching online to designing more mobile first instructions, yeah. In unstable connectivity environment, yeah, we need to put an asynchronous first approach, yeah. It is very essential, yeah. We need to make sure that the core content should be downloadable, not depend on live sessions, and synchronous time should be used mainly for clarification and feedback, yeah. And then also when designing for smartphones, yeah, teachers also should assume, yeah, in smartphone is small screens, yeah, limited data packets that the students can buy, yeah, and also the intermittent access, yeah, sometimes is on and off, yeah. So it means that the teachers need to develop the short modular content, avoiding large files distribution, yeah, compressing multimedia, and also provide the text-based alternative, yeah. So those the things that we need to consider, yeah, when we want to develop the low bandwidth resource materials, yeah. We need to prioritize to the clarity, flexibility, and also the continuity. We want to make sure that learning progress, yeah, even under the infrastructure's constraints, yeah, students can still learn from provided the digital resources. Yeah, thank you, Mas Dona.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Cahya, for the answer. And now we go to the next question. The question is about from Bapak Aris Christian from SMP Angkasa Hussein Bandung to Bapak Praitno. Bapak Praitno is still available? Yeah. Okay, the question is, how can school effectively integrate SEAMOLEC priority programs into their existing curriculum to ensure sustainable impact on student learning outcomes? Please, Pak Praitno.
Thank you, Pak Aris, for the questions. So basically, schools can integrate SEAMOLEC programs effectively through, I can say, 4 practical steps. The first step is that map, for example, micro-credential to existing curricula. The school need to identify natural complementaries rather than treating them as an add-ons. My suggestion for the second step is that the school invests in teacher readiness via SEAMOLEC trains, the trainer programs, and peer mentoring. So the school ensuring faculty confidence before classroom rollout. Then the third, adopt blended learning. Use SEAMOLEC's online content for foundational knowledge. Freeing face-to-face time for deeper engagements. And finally, the fourth step, embed integrations into quality assurance. We can track the outcomes and review the curriculums that it is aligned with the industries and leverage SEAMOLEC's regional network. So the school need to cooperate and leverage the SEAMOLEC as a hub for student exposure to the ASEAN-wide opportunities. So this approach ensure the SEAMOLEC programs become sustainable core components rather than temporary projects in your schools. I think that's hopefully answer your questions.
Okay, thank you, Pak Praitno, for the response. Okay, so we go to the next question. Is it still okay? The next is for Pak Victor from our friend from BPMP Kepri, Ibu Dwi Afrini Risma. Question is, it is about technical thing, yeah. Okay, maybe Pak Victor will explain. Is it possible for a local government or education office to establish an MOU with SEAMOLEC for training programs? Okay, and is it feasible for a region to choose a fully online learning system for teacher capacity building? If so, what procedure must the education office follow? Please, Pak Victor, it's about training programs, yeah.
Thank you, Pak Dona. So I'll try to answer the question from Ibu Dwi from BPMP Kepulauan Riau. Thank you very much for this question. I think this question also represent also other question from other friends in local government or local office. Yeah. So the first is it possible for local government or education office to establish an MOU for the training program? So we are welcome for the cooperations matters. So I think for the kind of documents, it could be like MOU or MOA or other kind of documents, cooperation documents. I think it can be like subject to discuss here with our partnership division, because we have also some procedures here that we have to follow. So, but the point is, we are welcome and we are very open to all of the local government and also local education office to establish a cooperation agreement with SEAMOLEC in terms of doing trainings or capacity building programs to support the educators in that region. So that's the answer for the first question. And the second is it feasible for a region to choose a fully online learning system? So I think this the answer will depends on our need assessments and our also the purpose of the training programs or the capacity building. So before we decide the mechanism, which it can be like or it can be online or face-to-face, we have to like have discussion, and we have to discuss and find out what is the purpose of the capacity building or training programs first. That's the first idea. So we have to know what is it for. So, and then also who will be the participants. So because we cannot like do like single program for everybody, because everybody have their different needs. Yeah. So for example, our partner institution from a local education office, they have one programs that like for dissemination to how to utilize the technology, the smartphones or laptops. So they decide, because this is a very regular and every teachers they say can access the internets in their school, so we can like design training programs fully online. But for some needs, yeah, for examples in like what we have in the first question about low bandwidth, for example, or the undisturbed region that they have like a very limited access or opportunity to get the trainings, and also in their home or in their school they don't have like supports to access the digitals materials or online platform. So we can like design a program to gather them in one location, and also to conduct face-to-face training so they can have like access. So the answer is will be, it depends. So if a region or a city that they feel that every teachers they already have like good infrastructures, so we can like choose to conduct it fully online. But also we need to know what is the purpose of the trainings, and also who is the participants, yeah, first. And then the second is related to the how we can decide online or offline, also related to the materials itself or the course itself, yeah. For example, some of our partner institutions prefer to have like face-to-face training if the material or training course more hands-on, yeah, and practical, and most of their most of the participants or their educators never have experience in doing so. So they choose to have face-to-face, or to do like to have like on like training for trainers. So if the purpose of the training is like so the teachers or the educators can be like disseminate the materials to other teachers, so they prefer to have on-site training. So many of our partner institutions also approach us, and also to have a joint program in online trainings, but many also have a joint program in face-to-face. It depends on some points that we already know that before. And then also with the procedures, it's easy. The educational office just send letter or email to our SEAMOLEC secretariat. Yeah, later maybe Pak Dona or we can like show the our email address. So just send email about the like inquiry, or maybe you want to have establish the cooperation, or if you need the trainings, just directly you can mention you need like cooperate with SEAMOLEC regarding a capacity building program, and then later our partnership division through the Secretariat of SEAMOLEC will reply, and also will like set a schedule to have a meeting first, and then also to discuss about the possibilities of the program. So I hope the answer can like clear and also answer all the questions. Thank you. I give back to Pak Dona.
Okay, thank you, Pak Victor, for the explanation. And now we move to the next question, the last question maybe for today. Ibu, dari from Bapak Adrizal to Bapak Handi. Yeah, I'm very interested in learning coding and AI, even though I'm primarily an automotive engineering teacher and have no IT background. What advice or tips do you have for me on how to effectively learn these two fields so I can master them and implement them in my studies? Please, Pak Handi.
Thank you, Pak Dona. I will ask thank you for Pak Adrizal Martan. The question is, what advice or tips do you have for me how to effectively learn to choose side? Yeah, because Pak Rizal no, we don't not have IT background, so my advice is to start gradually, and strategically, before how to master, how to begin with the use block programming, how to learn using tools Scratch or Python blocks or Fly, to build your understanding of logic, how to logic sequencing and problem solving without worrying about syntax. And once you're comfortable, move to step by step to Python basic programming, and connect to your practice to automated context sensor data analysis, for efficiency calculation or simple diagnosis to simulation. And for AI, to focus first understanding to the course ideas, how to collect data, how to collect the patterns, and how to use the prediction before diving into complex technical details. Also, start small, learn consistent, and apply what you learn in the classroom. Thank you, Pak Dela.
Okay, thank you, Pak Handi, for the response. Okay. And now, distinguished guests and participants, today discussion has demonstrated SEAMOLEC's continued commitment to innovation, accessibility, educator empowerment, and digital transformation. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank all our distinguished speakers. I will now return to the session to our Master of Ceremony, Ms. Fitri Farkia. Ms. Fitri, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dona, for guiding the session so effectively. As we approach the end of today's session, we would like to share a few important announcements. As part of SEAMOLEC's commitment to continuous improvement, we invite all participants to join SEAMOLEC's Training and Learning Innovation Program Coding Initiative. You may take the survey by accessing the link shown on the screen. Please feel free to take a screenshot of the link for easier access. In celebration of the 29th anniversary, we are also organizing a photo post contest and video slogan contest. The competition period will run from February 25th until March 11, 2026. The submission deadline is March 11, 2026, and the winner will be announced on March 16, 2026. Now, we also invite all participants to join a short interactive quiz. This quiz will help reinforce the key points shared in today's session. Please access joinmyquiz.com with the format for username, nickname, _ institution name. Please take a screenshot of your account screen after finishing the quiz to claim the merchandise. We have 1 minute for participants to join the quiz. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let us begin. Okay, congratulations to our winner, Shabrina, Denianto, and Shakila. Don't forget to save and screenshot to claim your prize. Thank you everyone for your participation. Before we end this event, may I present to you the official media account of SEAMOLEC as shown on your screen. Please feel free to follow us to find out the newest information about our programs. Also, please don't forget to claim your e-certificate by completing the registration and filling out the evaluation form before February 27, 2026. Both links are available on your screen. Kindly take a screenshot of the link to save time and access them easier later. The e-certificate will be available in your e-training account on March 6, 2026. We would like to extend our appreciation to all of our speakers for sharing the topics of SEAMOLEC with all webinar participants. We also thank all participants for your active engagement throughout this webinar. We look forward to seeing you at our future event. Happy 29th anniversary to SEAMOLEC. I'm Fitri Farkia. Good afternoon.